Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, with legal solutions that offer you a better way to practice, a better way to manage, a better way to thrive. See a better way forward at LegalSolutions.com.
My name's Renee Knake. I'm an associate professor of law at Michigan State University College of Law and co-founder of the Reinvent Law Laboratory. Why a law laboratory? Well, it has to do with my years in law practice and my years of law teaching. After I graduated from law school, I spent a couple of years working in what they call big law for large corporate law firms. And then I did a complete 180 and spent several years practicing law as a local government attorney in Charlottesville, Virginia. And in both aspects of that law practice, there were things that I had a lot of questions about. When I worked in the large law firms, sometimes I felt like I wasn't rewarded for being efficient, and I wondered why that was. And in my local government practice, although we were rewarded for efficiency, I was often frustrated when I wasn't able to help people who would come and have legal problems, but they weren't exactly what our office was able to solve. And I wondered, well, how can that be when there are lots of attorneys eager and able to help, and they aren't able to match up with the clients who have legal needs? So as I became an academic, this is an area that I decided to focus on in my research and scholarship and teaching. I focus on the regulation of lawyers. And in my work, I think a lot about how we might change those rules, the regulations of lawyers, to make law practice more efficient, to make it more accessible, affordable, and widely adopted, especially to people who really need legal services. And by that I mean the folks who don't qualify for legal aid programs, but can't afford a lawyer at 3 figures an hour for multiple hours, which is, well, it's most of the American population. And as I taught about these things and advocated in my writing for liberalizing certain professional conduct rules in ways that I thought might enable us to practice law more broadly, I realized I need to be doing something on the ground. If I mean what I say in my teaching and my writing, I need to build it. And in many ways, to build legal services that are more accessible or affordable and, importantly, going to be adopted by the people who need them, we need to be able to think creatively. We need to be able to think innovatively. We need to invent. And where do you invent things? A law laboratory. Well, law schools don't have laboratories. Law firms don't have laboratories. It occurred to me we need a laboratory to give our students and our partners a space to think broadly about new ways of delivering legal services and reaching new markets. And so we co-founded the Reinvent Law Laboratory, which is a space devoted to technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship in legal services. What does that look like? Is the law lab a physical space? No. In fact, sometimes people ask if they can come see me in my lab, and they expect to see a lab coat and students conducting experiments. And it's not exactly that. The law laboratory is very much a physical space here at Michigan State University College of Law, but more importantly, it's a collaborative space and a virtual space, if you will. So here are some of the things we've done in the past year since we launched the Law Lab. We've held events around the world in London, Dubai, Silicon Valley. We're going to New York soon, where we've brought together thought leaders in this space who are thinking deeply about how to use technology and principles of design to create and deliver new kinds of legal services and to reach new markets. We've really tried to bring together this community and give them a space to rally together and also challenge ourselves to think about what we're going to do concretely on the ground. And that's another big part of our work with the Law Lab. At Reinvent Law, we're building tools, whether it's a website that makes Michigan's laws more accessible, mylaws.org, check it out. It's beautiful, user-friendly, easy to find the statute that you need. Or we're beta testing new products. Our students work with legal tech startups to beta test and give them feedback and help them pivot to provide new kinds of legal services. Or conducting market research. For example, we just wrapped up a study of local government legal services in ways that we could bring more innovative legal services in the Michigan and Virginia markets. That was a collaborative project with Law Public,